really wants to do you too.
Yep. Satan, Lucifer.
You're not doing it right. It's gonna be Satan, Lucifer. It's gonna sound like a goat. I love it. Oh God, yeah, I have an appreciation for ghosts now. You're not doing it right. It's gonna be Satan,
You might think God.
Lucifer.
But I like
It's gonna sound like a goat.
Please, hot hell. That was cool. I don't remember what movie I was from.
I don't remember, but I know like had around. How's the setup coming?
Oh, it's Love It Stick. That's the movie.
So Dance Macabre, it's like my favorite, one of my favorite songs. That two track EP is fantastic, but yeah, Dance Macabre is one of my favorite songs. By the way, I've been playing Ghost on my Bluetooth speaker at work.
You must be real weird.
Oh, I know.
Now I just imagine you doing that, and then when you get off, you're rocking the jacket Baphomet shirt.
I went out about around town yesterday wearing it. So.
Now you're gonna get home.
No, my friend, I'm a lost cause. Go somewhere else.
No, my favorite. Yeah, okay. No, my favorite one is the way to do Black Books. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to talk about Jesus? Yes, yes. I would love to. Come on in. They just confused the fuck out of me. Or you can do my favorite. Yeah, I know him. Fucking old me 350. Goddamn, you owe me 30 minutes.
Damn it, long nose monster. Damn it, dollar. You gave the long nose monster a dollar, woman. No wonder he keeps coming back. I thought he would get away. Well, no. Now if he thinks he can get more. God, I love that started as like a fucking little comic strip that they used to do in college. Is it in the college or high school? Yeah, they've been together in college.
Yeah, you know what games I should probably look on YouTube right now? I want to play some Let's Play games. Because I've also, when I got the gray, I get the gray toaster radios out. I've been playing more Castlevania.
Oh, right.
So now I see Bloodstained, I'm like, I don't want to play that. I also kind of want to own Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, it's not playing fucking nice. It tells me, please click here to watch this video on YouTube. Like,
Did you update it?
yeah. Discord doesn't have any more updates to do. Not currently, anyways. Anyways, I love this video. It's a fan-made video. Audio's a little hitchy, but eh. Which is one thing I'm going to talk about when we talk Birthday Massacre. Is the fan base.
I want to send you a screenshot. I decided to check YouTube and watch some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's popped up. Hey kids, you want to talk about Jesus?
Oh God. What the fuck?
I've been giving these ads more and more lately. I don't know why.
Probably because you've been doing too much satanic shit.
That's why I keep on hanging out with you and Jackie.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of myself as a source for that, but apparently I am.
Oh no. Let's see.
Over your black eye. Went out for me tonight. No rest for the soon departed black eyes. I love this. Is one of my all-time favorite Birthday Massacre songs. And I also absolutely love how they just have embraced their fan base and their YouTube background. Because they have like at least 300 music videos or so, and they're all fan made because they put out a contest for that. They did like 2 or 3 contests for that. I think there's really only like 5 official Birthday Massacre music videos. Maybe a few more.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Roy. I forgot the wrestling draft happened. WWE draft happened.
Is Roy even here right now?
Still in the chat.
He's in the chat, but I don't hear him. Hello.
Huh. Good one.
How long have you been talking? Yeah, we heard none of it. So, stream almost.
Yeah, WWE had their SmackDown and Raw. The first whatever they call it. Trading, I guess. You bastards wanted for help are hungry, and yet killed Jesus. Also, looks like they finally turned baby heel. Huh.
What? You just saw it? Yeah, I don't know what type of spider it is. Yeah, it's taking the corner. No, leave it be.
Oh, really?
Anyway, hey Roy. You know what's ironic about that whole Cain Velasquez versus Brock match? It's on Halloween. It's on Halloween, so we get to see a ritual sacrifice at WWE.
Guys, this is a thing. I did not know about this.
Oh yeah, then they play your metal day. Yeah, I know about it. About Oakley.
Oakley Dokley. I did not know about this. And the debut album, Howdly Doodly. Oh my god, what the fuck am I? What? I'm gonna watch this.
By the way, Ookami, look up Max Savage as well.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
What the fuck? I'm watching the White Wine Spritzer video. This is really weird to see guys dressed like that, howling like that.
doing death metal, yeah.
Doing death metal. This is fucking.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Roy, they're having Cain mostly speaks Spanish and Ray is his translator. Why do I get a feeling they put Cain with Ray because Cain looks like Dominic? I also get the feeling that he mistake Cain for Dominic.
All right, moving on. What was the other one you wanted me to check out? Max
Man,
Savage.
they're still trying to make the Fiend scary. You
What?
lost your chance on that one.
The fuck? Okay, apparently they did a live version of that. War Ribs, War Pigs. Okay, so they do have an official channel. Okay, let's see. Ozzy meets Max Sabbath. Oh God. Videos. Let's see. Chicken for the slaves. More ribs. Okay. Okay. They only got live versions apparently.
Man, that theme song is weird.
That's a
Or
demonic
the
mayor
new
making cheese.
Friday Night SmackDown. Like, out of all things, why fucking 70, 80-year-old AC?
Why is there a 3D version of this?
Fair.
All I could think is that JonTron bit. What the fuck? I'll never take drugs again, Dad.
No, my favorite is what?
What the fuck? This is
What? How? Oh, fuck, you're right. Shit. You want to re-record that again, or just release the Republican episode and do Please Joe Touchy Yo?
This is like if Ozzy fucked a McRib.
Oh yeah, if you want weird videos that kind of involve McDonald's, look up.
No, I don't know. I never asked for that.
No, just it's not as weird as Max Sabbath, but it's a good one. Look up the video for Mr. Tillman by Father John Misty. Actually, no, it might not be Mr. Tillman. It's another video. Trying to remember.
I'll skip the wrestling bit, but yeah, you wanted me in on the. I mean, I could show up, but you could just put me off to the side.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I looked up the video. Look up Father John Misty, Total Entertainment Forever.
Because like you can decide, I know you can decide when I can come in, so, but I can still view it. What am I looking at?
Oh yeah, I forgot it stars Macaulay Culkin as Kurt Cobain.
This song is way too fucking long. Okay, there's an official video for this one. What the fuck?
Satan.
I'm not. No, I'm not high enough for this one. So we are just going to drop away from Max 7.
Yeah, I got a short one for you. Yeah, look up Total Entertainment Forever by Father John Misty. It's about less than 3 minutes.
Fucking Grimace face is going to fucking hunt me.
Grimace has come to eat your soul.
Come to eat a lot of things.
Like chicken, like a fucking Big Mac.
What am I looking up again?
Father John Misty, Total Entertainment Forever. You should see Macaulay Culkin dressed as Kurt Cobain.
Oh, I'm not ready for that. Yeah, Father John Misty, what?
Total Entertainment Forever. Don't worry, the music isn't as weird. It's just the video. I'll be right back.
What? No, what? What were those lines? Petting Taylor Swift every night inside the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
I'm only 15 seconds into this.
Have you seen the McDonald's dictators about the crucified Kurt Cobain?
Now I'm seeing it.
Would you believe me if I told you this is one of my favorite artists?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, with it. What the fuck?
It gets weirder.
What kind of fucking drugs do you have to take to even imagine this?
Hipsters.
Why was that John Arbuckle? Clinton doesn't surprise me for some reason. I don't know how he's not the one that surprises me. Well, I have no idea what the fuck that was, but I don't dislike it.
By the way, Roy, on the stream, they hear Ookami. And me. You're still on Discord, dude.
Ah!
And your mic is picking up us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. Kill that. It is I, Handsome Roy. Kill that banner too. Yep, it is I, Handsome Roy, the pretty gaijin boy, hanging out with Doctor Who, looking at you, doing his best Juice Cassidy look. Listening to a little Junko Ookami singing my hometown theme song. Yes, Bay City. Yes. You are on the No Name Show with me and him. Doc, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
We have a friend coming in soon. Just want to get some stuff out of the way before we bring him in. We'll have Ookami on later. Gator. First off, he left. First off, we have some business to attend to. Just so you know, my gaming rig, it died on us last night.
Yeah.
Forever Pressica.
Yeah, so we lost the episode we were gonna post this week.
Yes, we lost our Policia Touchy episode.
Yeah.
So I gotta shit. No, I've gotta save up to get a new gaming rig. So we're gonna be recording our episodes on the Mule here, the good old tougher than nails computer we got here. It survived it survived the Windows update, folks.
Yeah, mine updated like a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get correct.
Yeah. Another thing, I am moving Friday night's streaming show to Wednesday night. Because jobs, being a bitch, and I'll have a lot more time to work with. I ain't gonna sleep on the stream like last time. Yep. So, Doc, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Just been a bit of a weird week.
Tell me about it. How about that wrestling, huh? We just signed another fighter.
Yes, they did.
As someone who's a fan of Japanese wrestling, this is seeming all too familiar.
Yeah, would you like to explain that concept to the audience?
Go for it.
No, I said you because you can do it better.
Oh, yeah. Way back in the late 90s, Antonio Inoki saw that there was a rise in what was known as catch leagues, real pro wrestling. So with MMA becoming popular in Japan, he did the next best thing to get over on these guys. And that is sign mixed martial artists to wrestling gigs. Now, at first he was raising his own. Kazuya Nagata, he was raising Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp was a new one. Ken Shamrock signed for a while he was in Japan. But that wasn't enough. No. He had to put his roster in fights, real fights, to show that pro wrestling be strongest. Now, folks, pro wrestling is strongest. It was proven with Kazushi Sakuraba beating 4 Gracies. However, the way Inoki did it was just slipshod. He gave no wrestlers time to train, and they were, frankly, over their heads in most cases. This was hurting the promotion, internally and externally. A lot of the people who were working within the roster wanted to quit, and had quit, and went to other companies. While others who would tried and true end up getting broken. My favorite one was Shinsuke Nakamura facing elite Muay Thai fighter Alexei Ignashov, getting both his orbitals broken to the point where he could not be in rooms with light.
Yeah,
it was excruciating.
Jesus, he took some knees to the face.
Mm-hmm. And when he tried to perform at the first show of the new year, he collapsed mid-match.
Yeah, in the middle of the Tokyo Dome.
Mm-hmm. He had to take pain pills for extensive nerve damage, and he can't feel about 30% of his face. Thanks, Inoki. This was called Inokiism, where the homegrown talent didn't seem to be pushed, so he had to push real talent real combat talent onto the wrestling scene to get eyes. This is what Vince is doing. It started with Rock. Rousey came in after. Then you had Jessamine Duke. You had Shayna Baszler coming in.
Yeah.
You had Riddle coming in. Them going after Riddle like this. And now you have Kane.
Yeah.
Kane is signed through a multi-work deal. He's got the same deal as Brock, basically.
Yeah. Although, granted, I'm not sure we can add Riddle because he did do like his time in the Indies.
Oh yeah, he did do the work, no problem.
Yeah, he did pay his dues in the Indies before he got signed to NXT. But the fact that they
Oh,
as a former anime fighter is what we're getting at.
Yeah, that's what sold him. I mean, Riddle is okay. Do not get me wrong. Everybody in here, that I named, welcome in pro wrestling. That's all right. What I'm trying to say is they're pushing these talents for their homegrown and the indie picked talent, and that is a no-no. It has been proved. Here's how it is. During the Japanese wrestling wars between New Japan and Old Japan, Giant Baba's widow, Motoko, was trying to find a direction to push the company after his death. So she wanted to try Inokiism. That meant the next day, about 80% of their roster left and formed Noah Pro Wrestling. They were not going to put their bodies to that level of violence. And they were not going to be pushed because Yan Norte looked big.
Yeah.
You know? Ernesto Hus is a name. They weren't going to have one and done matches with these guys and look the fools, so they went to Noah. And they became mostly prosperous ever since. This is what's happening with WWE right now, and it will bite them in the ass soon enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner than later. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, I kind of wish they wouldn't repeat what they did with Brock with Kane, but I do get the bad feeling that that's going to happen, especially with his very first match that he's built on, which is him versus Brock in a WWE Championship match on Halloween at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. The pay-per-view everyone does not care about at all.
Yeah, no. It is shooting themselves in the foot, especially with the prospects of stuff like AEW and even NWA coming back. So it feels like WWE are panicking in a way that they're shooting themselves in both feet.
Right. If I could put this in layman's terms, let me try to think of it. Let's say you had someone who was, let's say you had a group of, as I said, cooks who are learning the trade, trying to be the best at a 5-star Michelin restaurant. All of a sudden, the head cook, not the head cook, the manager pulls the head chef, puts the head chef on, who, when he was last there, spit in his face, right? He's running his head cook to big dignitaries. So now everyone's coming to your restaurant, not on your skill, but on the notoriety of this chef who nobody likes in the first place. But they got to say, yeah, I like him. He's an added addition. And he does nothing but cook for dignitaries. He doesn't cook every day. He just shows up all of a sudden, maybe on a weekend every 3 months. Maybe does some TV setups and cook. Now imagine that you are a sous chef and you're working beside someone who is also a noted cook of a lesser quality, but is climbing up. And they have been hired to work at this restaurant for nothing but dignitaries. You're busting your ass 24/7 create your craft and you want to cook for those dignitaries, but they're not allowing you. On top of that, they're the face of your restaurant. So what are you doing there besides making checks? I mean, the checks are nice, but you put your heart and soul in this restaurant. You were loyal, motherfucker. You climbed from wash boy to sous chef, wanting to be at least chef. But you can't do it because the chef and the head chefs are already people who, number one, are highly trained chefs, and number two are getting the paycheck, just doing special occasions. They are not part of the daily work. So how's that going to make you feel? That's going to make you feel worthless. That's going to make you feel, why am I here? I mean, I chop up fruits and vegetables maybe once or twice a week. They don't need me. Why am I here? You might as well, you get what I'm saying, Doc?
Yeah. And for those who don't get it, the metaphor, the two chefs that only perform for dignitaries are Brock and Kane, and the guy who's been loyal for years but getting screwed over. He can be any wrestler, but let's say Kofi.
Let's use him. Kofi's the guy who built himself from the ground up, only to be stepped aside by Brock.
Yeah.
Who will not show up probably for the next half year.
Yeah. And what doesn't really help is that this was the payoff to a reign that had a massive build-up and a massive payoff. Because remember, do you know how Kofi's title reign got started?
You're gonna have to remind me. I'm not a big fan of.
Okay. So around Elimination Chamber, Kofi replaced Ali, who ended up getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
So he got placed in that match, and he did really well, but unfortunately got eliminated. Thing is, the fans were getting super behind Kofi. Thus, in one SmackDown, he had a gauntlet match, and if he survived, he would be the number one contender. Which he didn't win, but the fans still cheered him on. So, in order to get that championship match, they had the New Day, they had Woods and Big E being a tag team gauntlet match in order to keep Kofi's chance of getting the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. They win that match, and thus the match is set for Kofi versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. With the build-up being basically what they did to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30, except replace Triple H with Daniel Bryan, weirdly enough, and place Daniel with Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the same conclusion happens. Kofi wins the championship at Mania and gets a moment.
Right.
Now, unlike, you can probably say, oh, did he lose the championship after like 2 days? No. He had a pretty good reign for a while. He was booked strong. Granted, there weren't really good opponents for him other than maybe Bryan, but even then, they sort of dissolved him into a weird storyline with him.
How are you going to get good opponents when you don't build your roster to look like they're supposed to be there?
Exactly. So that's one of the problems right there, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So Kofi goes through a few rematches with guys like Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, etc. Then, I believe it was a Raw before the SmackDown premiere. Brock comes out during a Kofi promo.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul announces that for the premiere of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, October 4th, the main event will be Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Now, if you were like most fans, if you were the optimistic fan, you were like, oh, cool, maybe we'll get a good match and maybe Kofi will look stronger by beating Brock. For most fans, the cynical marks, they were like, They're gonna feed him the Kofi, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna feed him the Brock.
Mm-hmm.
The day finally came. The main event happened. The bell rang. Kofi jumps into Brock's arms.
No,
One out of 5. 1, 2, 3.
what they did was they tried to blaspheme the what was it? There was a 3-second knockout by Street Jesus. What's his name? Masvidal. Street Jesus Masvidal against I'm not good with names, but he knocked a guy out in 3 seconds with a flying knee, and they made a satire out of that.
Yeah. Although technically they've done this setup before 3 separate times.
3 separate times.
2 at WrestleMania, actually.
The flying knee?
Well, different moves. One was Kane versus Chavo Guerrero for the ECW Championship, which was in 11 seconds, and that was with a choke slam.
Oh, okay.
Then with ironically enough, with Daniel Bryan and Sheamus at WrestleMania 28 with a bro kick, that was 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And another one is with Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno at TakeOver New Orleans, I believe. In his debut match, funny enough, he knocked out a guy with a bicycle knee in about 4 or 5 seconds.
I'm guessing no.
Yep.
The funny thing is, Riddle's a grinder.
Yeah. But they basically gave him They gave
him magic striking powers.
Yeah, because all MMA fighters are great strikers, apparently.
Yes, apparently. Everything is punchy with them when it turns.
Yeah, it's either punchy or shin kicks. So, yeah, WWE has had a habit of this, and except for maybe half of the time, it has not worked in their favor. Hell, the Daniel Bryan run basically almost caused a riot that turned into the Yes Movement, that turned into his championship at WrestleMania 30.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it also didn't help that he won the championship, then Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank at SummerSlam, and long story.
Welcome to WWE.
Mm-hmm. Run by a dude who thinks you're stupid and isn't getting any younger.
We think you're stupid and we're taking your money.
You know what's funny, though?
What's up?
Do you remember one of the old promos Vince used to do back around like the Attitude Era? It was like, I remember the line, "We here at the WWE think you're tired of having your intelligence
insulted. So we're going to insult your intelligence even more."
Yeah. And my favorite thing is, someone mentioned it in a tweet, and I believe the statistic is true, WWE lost 1 million viewers in a week. They lost viewers from the first SmackDown and the second one in a week.
I believe it. They've been losing them since the end of WCW.
On and off. Like they were riding pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
While they dropped a bit, they were riding pretty high in ruthless aggression. Then the PG era happened, and they went up and down. Now in this new era, they have a habit of going down.
At the height of the Monday Night Wars, they were bringing in 16 million people. Nowadays, they can't even bring in 4.
Yeah. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure Vince has spent all of his time trying to regain that magic of the Attitude Era.
No. He's doing what he wants. He's making his stories for him. He's bringing up people he likes.
Yeah.
It's now fanboy service to one fanboy.
You're not gonna like. You don't like what you like. You like what I tell you. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
No, yeah.
Some reason we turned Vince McMahon into Richard Nixon, but yeah.
Yeah. But no.
Now I just imagine him like Futurama style in the jar.
Yeah. But no, with Kane in, they're gonna probably do another Kane Rock incident around maybe Royal Rumble time. Probably
Yeah,
keep
well-
WrestleMania, and they're not going to be on this tour. They're not going to be
Yep.
anywhere.
Another case where you're not going to see the WWE Championship for like multiple months on end.
No. And I can understand not having the title defended every day, but you got to at least defend it every 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, that's supposed to be a clause in contracts where
Mhm.
you don't defend the title in 90 days, you're stripped of it, but
Right. But
nobody really follows that clause anymore.
no one follows the clause anymore.
Yeah.
But with Kane signing, this is going to really bite him in the ass in the coming years. I can see a lot of people getting sick and tired of getting paid really well, but showing nothing for it, and then looking at the almighty Khan and wondering what his phone number is.
Yeah, no, there's already like a lot of different people from a lot of different federations moving over to AEW because of the with billionaire Khan at the side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Their champions, Chris Jericho. They just signed Jack Hager from Bellator, formerly known as Jack Swagger in WWE.
I think Hager's got a limited performance schedule because he's still with Bellator.
That is true, but I think it's because the way AEW tries to promote itself as more of a sport than WWE does.
Yeah, they're going Karatsu style.
Yeah, they're the whole idea of records when Ross records matter and all that. So yeah, I mean, but there's also guys coming from like TNA, PWG, ICW. I even think they got some guys from like OWE, New Japan, Shimmer, Starlight,
Ice Ribbon
as well. Yeah. Yeah. Granted, they have 2 champions right now, and well, they're pretty good champions, I'd say.
At least they're champions. At least you can believe them as champions.
Yeah, I mean, you have Chris Jericho, Jericho, and then you have Riho as the women's champion, which is interesting because did you ever see that match, that title match?
No.
They booked both Riho and Nyla pretty well. They basically booked David and Goliath story because I watched it live.
Nice.
And yeah, they really booked Riho well as kind of the underdog to a giant Native American woman. And although they also pretty much had Nyla turn heel because it's true, she's a Native American woman from Washington.
Giant Native American woman.
Dude, have you seen this? Look both of them up, like standing face to face. Have you seen the size difference?
No, I have not.
Fucking Riho looks like a child to Nyla Rose, man.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah. I mean, some also can argue that there's a little bit of nepotism with the decision of Riho, because guess who she's best friends with?
Dustin Rhodes?
Nope.
No, don't know.
She's friends with Kenny
Omega?
Yep.
Gotcha.
They even have him save her after Nyla does the old sore loser gag and attacks her from behind.
Nice.
Yeah. Although it's also definitely interesting. I've seen what they've done for AEW promotion. It's interesting a lot of the stars they've chosen for promotion. Like it's either the Elite or it's guys like Jericho, Moxley, Jungle Boy, Awesome Kong, Nyla Rose.
Right.
Well, you're in America at least. I don't know about Japan. Or like some of the more international markets that they have.
Yeah, you need Asakang to really solidify the wins.
Actually, they have had Asa Kong in a few matches. And they've been like teasing towards an Asa Kong versus Awesome Kong match.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, AEW's got connections. I mean, and they got the money for it. I mean, their owner is the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, for fuck's sake.
And he also owns the soccer team too.
He does. And it helps that you have kind of the co-chairmans are basically indie guys that have been doing this for years.
Yes, it does. Instead of 30-year-old men who used to do it and was off out there and just brought back in because, hey, they used to do it.
Let's see. Road Dogg. Bruce Pritchard.
ROH.
Borash.
But yeah, I just wanted to get off of my chest. It's going to bite them in the ass. It's going to bite them hard, and it's going to bite them fast.
Yeah.
All it takes is one bad match.
Yeah. Although also, they finally set up Jericho's stable.
They did?
Yep. It's called Inner Circle. It's him, JKR, Sammy Guevara, which is funny, and then Santana and Ortiz, the former LAX. Well, sort of new LAX because they took the role from when Homicide and Hernandez left. I'm sorry.
They're in AAA. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then also they're doing something that WWE rarely does anymore. Actually support their tag teams.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're having a massive tournament to determine the tag team champions.
That's
Let's
cool.
see, they have SCU, Private Party, the Lucha Brothers, the Young Bucks, the Hybrid 2, which is, well, you know him from Triple A. That's Angelico and Jack Evans.
Okay, Jack Evans said, yeah.
Yeah, also the Dark Order, formerly known as the Super Smash Bros.
Player 1, Player 1, and Player 2, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the big babyface ones is, do you know about Jurassic Express?
That's Jungle Boy, isn't it?
Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, and Luchasaurus.
Don't know Marco Stunt.
Dude is a tiny man who knows how to flip. And I mean tiny. I think he's like 3 foot something.
Oh, so he's a mini.
Yeah, he's basically a mini, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically they have a boy, a smaller boy, and their dinosaur.
Oh, so like Prehysteria.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've actually, Roy, I sent you their T-shirt where it's the Super Mario World like box art.
Yeah.
Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that. That was funny.
Yeah. So they have them, and that's getting pretty big. And also, they've been taking a lot of they are developing some single stars as well that might have championship rivalries later, because there's guys like Sean Spears, who they paired up with Tully Blanchard, weirdly enough.
Wow, Tully's back.
Yeah. Originally, they had him for Sean's feud with Cody. They were basically built up, if there's anyone that knows how to beat a Rhodes, it's a Horseman.
Right.
Although in that match, they also had Arn Anderson interfere because, fuck yeah, Arn Anderson can still do a spine buster.
Cool.
Let's see, they have him, Shima from OWE, Moxley, Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who else off the top of my head? Fuck. They've been also having a pretty prominent hardcore scene with guys like Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela. Fuck. Yeah, I'm blanking on the roster now. I don't know why.
Because it's a Saturday, man. Our brains go retard.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, if you look up some of the signings AEW have had over the year they've been around, maybe a little less.
Yes.
You can see that they are, but unlike WWE, who take the best stuff and bury them, they take the best stuff. They try to take both the best stuff and underrated talent that they could develop themselves and make them stars. That's what happened when you got guys like Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy's father, rest in peace, because you know who Jungle Boy is, technically,
Luke
right?
Perry, yeah.
Yeah, he's Luke Perry's kid.
Mhm.
Hey, rest in peace.
Reciprocity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's Yancy. Let's bring Ookami in.
Yeah, he's tired of hearing us talking about wrestling.
Ookami, how you doing? What? I can barely hear you. Oh, you're doing 90s kid now, huh? 90s internet kid, yeah?
You have him muted, dude.
I know. I'm having fun with it. Roll. Yes,
I
know I'm an asshole.
I know what that said. I know what he said then.
I know I'm an asshole. Welcome, Ookami of the 10 Tails from Wolf's Den podcast.
Thank you for having me on.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. You can hang out anytime. Just as long as you bring the beer.
I'll bring the beer. I might not partake in it, but I'll bring it.
Oh, yeah. I like it big. I like my women. Tall, big, and strong.
Okay.
There you go. Anyways, what's up with you, Ookami?
Nothing much, man. We're working on crucifying Doc, and you have helped with this.
Yes.
That's upcoming for December.
Bad, Doc. Very bad. But this is different than what I'm doing with Varen, because it's more of an education.
Oh, Varen is full on it. Yeah, Varen is full on torture.
Mm-hmm.
It's torture and teaching him. Don't be such a smart ass with us.
Don't know. Don't cost me, man.
Oh, I've seen some shitty films. Oh, I'd never watch those though. Yeah, you will.
Mm-hmm.
No, you haven't. Yeah, you will.
I've learned anything from hanging out with you two over the years. Never doubt the power. Never doubt the power of you holding grudges.
No, never doubt the power.
Yeah, and don't question our ability to in knowledge of Shot on Shidio and beyond. Things that had no right to be as cinematic as what they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been Shot on Shidio.
Dude, I live in Amazon Prime. I've seen this shit that's materialized. I am a certified bullshit merchant nowadays with all the shit I've been through.
Yeah, no, I haven't been through as much as you, but I've been into the other areas.
Oh, trust me. Everyone says, "Oh, I've seen some bad films on Netflix." You've never been to Amazon Prime. Hold on to your nuts, boys. So, I wanted to talk about rating systems.
Fuck the ESRB. Fuck the MPAA.
We're going more of the critics' rating system, the 5-star format, or the 10-star format, as the video game companies like to do.
Yeah, 5 stars doesn't really.
5 stars is decent if you know how to use them.
If you know how to use them, yeah. But so many things show up as like, oh, these are 2 to 3 star films. Oh, okay. Well, that's understandable. It's like, okay, that's middle ground. Then I've seen some shitty films that it's like, it's all based on the critic themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If the critic has shitty taste, the critic's gonna have shitty taste.
Right. You know, I had when I came to Pittsburgh, the first thing I did was I tried to find out who was the film critic in this town. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, it was Barbara Van Schury. She was not a film critic. Let me put it this way. You didn't need to go to a movie after reading one of her columns. She would just give out the plot. And that's the review, folks. The way she would use the 5-star system was atrocious, too. If you were Born in Pittsburgh. Studied in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Parts of Pittsburgh. Wore a Pittsburgh hat. 3 stars. Go check him out. No matter what it was, she would give 4 stars to animated movies and 2 stars to horror films. Because she's a mother, of course. There were certain people she didn't like for no reason. So Gary Oldman films would probably get 2.5, 2 stars. And someone like Will Smith would get 4 stars.
Like he does now, anyways.
Right?
I mean, he's starring in the last 2 films he starred in are a Disney live-action remake and an Ang Lee movie.
Disney live action remake.
Genie and Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
And his new movie, Gemini Man.
Which I have no idea what to think of that, other than why.
It looks like a copy of Looper.
It is.
But it is. But instead of time travel, it's cloning.
So the mafia's into cloning now?
The government is, not the mafia.
Oh. Why?
Don't ask me, dude. Ask Ang Lee. It's his
Reasons. But no, Margaret Ventry would be that kind of critic. And yes, I usually go home mad.
Yeah. This is going to be an unpopular opinion because I'm a critic. As is seen by our podcast.
Are you now?
I consider myself a critic. I consider myself a not as well versed as some others, you, for example, but I do consider myself a film connoisseur.
Right.
But I am a critic at heart. I look at these things, and I will. The second I watch a trailer, I'm judging it.
Right.
The second I'm watching a movie, I'm judging it until I hit like a point, like I start to see. I can enjoy a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Will I rate it high? No. Very rarely will I, unless I go on the motive of like, as a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is not a good movie. This is nowhere on that scale. He's a critic at heart, yeah. However, will you be able to enjoy this if you get past the flaws?
Right.
Yes. In that case, I give it a high rating. In that area.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a critic, I know what I'm supposed to believe. Who I'm supposed to look up to. Roger Ebert especially.
Mm-hmm.
Siskel and Ebert together. And Ebert and Roper, all of them. All 3 of those guys. They're not the be-all of critics.
Right.
And even
because
if you go
they
earlier,
are biased as fuck.
Yeah, and even if you go earlier, you have critics like Pauline Kael, who was legendary for giving some like well-loved movies real bad reviews.
Yeah.
There's a reason why on the other side of the wind they basically have a female critic be the enemy.
Yeah. Like, see, some movies I will agree with them on. There's a lot of movies I agree with them on when they gave them the thumbs down or whatever. But I was never, as a horror fan, I do not enjoy just about any of their horror movie reviews because they will always, 9 times out of 10, They're gonna dislike it just because it's horror.
Oh yeah, they were legendary for hating horror. Let's see, there's like
Because they didn't see horror as true cinema.
yeah, like the main one everybody knows is the legendary scathing review they gave the original Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm. Now, prior, they gave Halloween a fantastic review because they absolutely loved that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Ebert actually even gave, of all things, Final Destination a thumbs up. However, he did say that it is likely going to go on to make a bunch of mediocre and like samey like films.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't wrong.
He wasn't wrong, but I mean, if you want my opinion on those films, go to shameless plug. Go to Wolfstead Productions, and you can go ahead and watch that episode where we looked at all 5 Final Destination films and the origin to all of it. It's called Flight. It's called what do I call it? Flight 180. Flight 180 concept to its final destination.
Plug.
Yeah. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, no, I have the unpopular opinion amongst most critics of, yeah, no, they weren't that great.
No.
I think it's because. All right, here's the thing about critics that I find. People tend to forget at the end of the day, everything is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to critics for the be-all, end-all opinion. You're asking for that certain critic's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like asking your friends, hey, did you see this movie? What did you think?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's where I think most critics forget that they're supposed to have that caveat. It's not... You try to present your opinion as objective fact, that's when you get the problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's when you get the reviews that nobody likes. You know,
And they did a lot of those.
Yeah. I love Roger Ebert, but he was legendary for giving some great movies some shitty reviews.
Oh yeah.
Granted, there was also movies he gave scathing reviews to movies that both deserved them and didn't really deserve them as much. My favorite scathing review that Siskel and Ebert ever did, and I agree with them for the most part. Did you ever see their review of North?
Oh yeah.
The movie starring Elijah Wood and Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, Shevitz, they crucified that movie like its name was Jesus. God damn.
Honestly, it deserved it though. There was so much wrong with that film.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, have you seen that movie? Fucking Reba McEntire, Dan Aykroyd as cowboys, and then we got fucking Kathy Bates and Joe Piscopo as fucking.
Well, no, not cowboys. Just Texans.
But they were basically cowboys. They got the fucking country music hat and shirt and everything.
Because they're Texans.
The Texans.
And as a native Texan, fuck you.
Yeah. No, they did a lot of that shit. He goes to Alaska and is immediately living with Eskimos. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that should offend you. You're a native Alaskan.
Every one of them, like, God, I can't even remember. What was the one where he like immediately left?
Go eat your blubber.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there was like one family that he went to go stay with, and the second they touched down and he saw them, he turned around and said, like, let's go.
Yeah, no, there was also the family in Hawaii.
Yeah, and whichever one it was like one that like that would have been truly offensive if they had done anything with it.
I think that might have been a family from China.
I think so. I think they were getting ready to do something horribly racist there.
Yeah, basically, the Texans were straight country music. The Eskimos was straight Nanook of the North. Hawaiians was Moana.
But the ukulele.
Also, the Texans, their previous kid had a heart attack because of all the fucking meat he ate.
Yep.
You Texans love your meat.
No. He didn't die of a heart attack. You remember? How did he die? He died in a stampede.
Oh, he died in a stampede. Yeah, because he couldn't run fast enough.
Yeah, and then he has a nice normal family with Scarlett Johansson as his little sister. No, I'm not kidding. Look that up.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Young Scarlett.
Wait, no, older sister. She was a teenager by that point.
Oh, yeah. Still young Scarlett.
Yeah, still young Scarlett. But yeah, she was a teenager by that point, I believe.
My favorite young Scarlet movie is where she had a goat as a friend.
Was the goat satanic?
Huh?
Was the goat satanic?
No.
Oh.
But it did talk. Yes, that's a thing.
I don't know what film this is.
I've never even heard of that.
I had to remember. I've got so many movies.
I know that she did Eight-Legged Freaks.
There's that one too.
It was like in the 90s. I have to look this up, aren't I? Motherfucker.
It's like also the times you forget about how Jack Black was in a Never-Ending Story sequel.
Yeah, he was. I remember that. He was also in the next
We must not give in to the nasty.
There's also one of my favorite random what the fuck moments. Airborne. Dude, why is Jack back in a roller skating movie?
Because he can do it. Don't
Yeah,
you want to do it?
Well, Tenacious D shows up in fucking Biodome
Yeah, you can buy it.
Oh yeah.
for like 30 seconds.
But don't they play hippies in that and not themselves?
No, they were playing Tenacious D.
Mhm.
Huh.
That was literally the first on-screen appearance of Tenacious D.
In a fucking Pauly Shore movie.
Yeah. It was the thing to do at the time. Thank you, Mitzi.
I mean, I think there's only 2 Pauly Shore movies I've ever liked. Maybe 3 if you count Goofy movie.
Yeah, I always forget that's Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
I take that back. It wasn't a goat. It was a talking pig.
Oh,
It's called
Was he-
My Brother the Pig.
Oh, I thought she was in Babe.
I've actually heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it Babe really such a big thing that there was like 3 separate talking pig movies?
2.
What about Gordy?
Gordy wasn't a talker. He's the silent type.
Yeah, no, he didn't talk.
I thought he did. Didn't?
I think he burped.
Who worked?
No, I
Gordy?
think he only talked to certain.
Yeah, Gordy would burp. No.
Are you sure? I could have
I'm
sworn he
sure.
did. Huh. Weird.
But anyways,
What it comes down to.
my favorite rating system is the gaming rating system. Because you guys don't know how to fucking count before 7.
Yeah,
Can be the most shit house game in the world. 7 out of 10.
Do we even need to mention the Sonic 06 review?
I mean, it's very rare they went to 6. Very rare. They could shit on the game and still say it's an 8 out of 10. It's like, that's not how ratings work.
yeah. I remember looking in like the back of like Game Informer and shit, and finding like, like all the ones that they wouldn't give any real information on. They would just say like, "Oh, here's a list of games, and these all have like a 3 out of 10 or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And some of those games, I'm like, "Why the fuck is this here?
Right.
This is a good game."
I would just remember days when I was reading Nintendo Power, and then they would have the big 25. You guys know that?
Yeah, that was their ranking of games that was selling at the time, right?
Mm-hmm. And you would have at least some blurbs. But for games that would be on the big 25 for more like 3 weeks, they would just put the score on it.
Yep.
You know? That's how rating systems work. I mean, I remember, I can't remember what the game was, but I remember seeing 2s and 3s, maybe a 4 or 2
Mhm.
in the Nintendo Power. And yet, opinions are objective, and everyone has their favorite game, but it at least told you what to be expecting. You know?
Has that distinct LJN style.
IGN played the 3s and 4s.
Which LJN game was that? That they had
Oh,
that blurb?
God, which one was that?
Was it Beetlejuice?
No, it was
By the way,
it was
Hello?
one that the nerd had reviewed at the time when he did that episode.
yeah. How many LJN games have he done up to that point? He did a lot.
A lot.
I mean, it might have been Karate Kid. I don't know anything about it.
Karate Kid was an LJN.
I know it was.
I don't think it was.
I think it was Tenjin.
No. Indiana Jones was Tenjin. I know they had a version.
Okay.
Chaotic movie out of 10. I'm your draw, damn it. But no, Karate Kid was LGN. Indiana Jones was Tengen. There's also Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit was LGN.
Roger Rabbit
Oh,
was
yeah,
LGN.
that was LJN.
Yeah. Dick Tracy was LGN.
Dick Tracy was LGN. Beetlejuice was LGN. A lot of the X-Men games were LGN.
And yep.
Yeah, it might have been one of the X-Men games. I don't remember, man.
Nah, when that episode happened, he hadn't reviewed the X-Men games up to that point. That was until later.
Karate.
Actually, now we're talking about NES games. 1 second.
Now he's going out to go look at his NES collection. But nah, it grates on my nerves that no motherfucker can go down to 6. Or
Yeah.
7. It's like you have a whole range there, motherfucker. The game is shit. Give it a shit number.
Oh shit, he's right. It is LJN. Karate Kid was LJN.
Oh, yeah.
The rainbow's right on the fucking box.
I know that fucking rainbow any goddamn day of the week.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no, you know what it was? I think that was a review of that was a Nintendo Power review of the Nightmare on Elm Street game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, speaking of the nerd, I figured I'd show the audiences. I have shown you guys this before, but I actually have a couple of games he's reviewed before. Let's see.
Trap?
All right, let's start with some of the better ones. We have Sunsoft's Batman. Of course, the classic.
Dun, 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 dun.
I still need to play Bloodstained, by the way, because I know it's a good
I
game.
love to play Bloodstained, but this piece of shit died on me.
And I think the most recent one I ever had.
Paperboy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, OG Paperboy, released by Mindscape. Oh, under license from Atari. And now for the shitty ones, the ones he's well known for. And you know how I know that these are legendarily bad games? These are from his early days.
True. Oh, wow.
Yep. Although,
Oh.
funny enough, I just realized they're all by the same publisher.
Fucking Activision.
Well, no, two. This one's Acclaim, which would later purchase LGN and then go bankrupt.
Mhm.
And these are the crown jewels of shit.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Both Activision NES game, Ghostbusters NES games.
Just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Although I will always pop this in just for the title screen alone. Ghostbusters! Ghostbusters!
You gotta get the Three Stooges game. It's a trash game, but you should get it just for that opening. Hey fellas, where's the rock?
You know what another game?
Kids game, you chowderheads.
Yeah. You know what NES game does that as well, which is fucking hilarious? Double Dribble.
Double dribble.
Double Dribble. Konami game, originally in arcade, but if you look up the NES title screen, it has one. It has the guy say the title, but it sounds like he has a speech impediment. Double Dribble.
Double dribble.
It's
Double-
probably a Japanese guy.
Yeah. Although now I'm just reminded of that John Trump bit from Joe and Mac. Data device.
No. Dude, the line is Data East.
Data device.
Okay, fuck it. We'll do
I mean, I got other classics in here. I know Roy saw that I had a good old Dragon Warrior, which is OG Dragon Quest for everybody that doesn't know.
OG Dragon Quest, baby. That's how it
Dude,
Yeah,
I found that at a pawn shop. I almost picked it up.
Why did you just pick it up then?
But I didn't have a whole lot of money on me. And it was a little more than I had.
How much were they asking for it?
I want to say they were asking for at least, it was a pawn shop. They were asking for like $20.
Should have gotten it done to at least 15.
I'm pretty sure it was around that price.
Might as well show these as well because these ones, I think they're going to talk about once, but I forgot that I had these. And I know because my dad loved these games when he was a kid. I have both Skater Guide.
He has talked about the first one.
Yeah. The one
He
with
did that
Brandon
on the wish
Mohawk.
list episode.
Yeah. Although arguably the sequel right here, Search for Double Trouble. Yeah, it's worse. Because you know what they tried to do with this one?
Huh.
They tried to make it like a side-scrolling RPG. I'm not even joking. It's like it tries to be like on some River City Ransom shit.
Look, only if I can play as Rodney Dangerfield with a mohawk. Okay. He has to be a fucking character.
Oh, he's still in there.
Yeah, allergies fucking suck, dude. They will not go away. The fucking air is not clearing up.
Although, you know what game?
Like, you know what? My voice is back, so.
Yeah.
You need a rebreather.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Practically English.
you know what game I technically have, but I never have tried to play
What's that?
because I don't have the peripheral. You know, Triple Card, right here.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I have never played World Class Track Meet since I don't have the power pad.
Yeah, you need the power pad for that.
Yeah, and I used to play Dunk Hunt, but that was back when I had a C-Hard TV. I don't anymore. All of mine.
And then you need to cave and get down on your knees and just start going on the fucking pad.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, man. I found actually funny enough, I believe this was one of the first games I ever got for the old Super Nintendo, the old Nintendo.
Mm.
That and pro wrestling.
What'd you play?
Usually I switch between Starman and King Kong Karn.
I was the Inoki. guy.
Oh yeah, giant something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, no, we're too fat to fucking run.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that shit.
Although, funny, the weirdest thing, you know what's a game that I have on multiple systems that I don't know why I have? 1 second.
Shadowrun.
Nope.
Noah's Ark.
Oh, dude, if he had like the fucking Super Nintendo Shadowrun, that would be amazing.
It would be.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't even. It almost seems like because they tried to like make it just like any of the computer games and stuff. It doesn't look like it's playable, honestly.
No, but you know what they also tried to do that with? The ports of Ultima 4 they did for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less said about those, the better.
For some goddamn reason, I have two different versions of Jeopardy. I don't know.
Why do you have?
I don't know. They were cheap. Okay, this was $2. This was $1. I also got the NES version of Wheel of Fortune over there. Don't fucking ask me, dude. I don't know. Although, should I? Fuck it.
Look. Unless you have that one. Ah, God, what's the game where
Shatterhands.
it's the you slowly get the picture drawn.
Pictionary.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think that's what it was. What was it? on that?
Was it Anticipation?
Anticipation. Yeah. The only one you should have is Anticipation because that game's violent as shit.
So I figured I'd show these up since we were talking about wrestling earlier.
You got the WrestleManias, huh?
Nope.
Let's
I
get-
got 2 different companies.
You got Fire.
No, unfortunately. Weren't most of those games only in Japan?
Some of them.
Like, yeah, only like a few of them in like the later years got released over to the US, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, but these are like if you ask like a fan of wrestling video games, what would be the classics? These would be 2 of them.
Yes.
WCW NWO Revenge.
Or we're playing that.
Yeah, and WWF No Mercy.
I remember playing God, what was the other one?
There was World Tour,
It's not the one.
there was Nitro, and there was Thunder. There's also Backstage Assault, but nobody likes to talk about that one.
What's Backstage Assault?
That one WCW game by EA where it's all backstage segments.
What's
It was
Backstage Assault?
I'm thinking of the one on the N64 that oh God, what was it? It's 2 different wrestling companies.
It was there was WCW, WWF, and ECW. All had games on the N64.
Yeah. Shit. Damn it, I gotta look that up.
There was WCW versus NWO or Tour. There was Thunder, Nitro, Backstage Assault, WrestleMania 2000, Hardcore Revolution, Anarchy Rules. I don't think Attitude ever got an N64. No, it might have gotten an N64 port. I don't remember though.
Games in 64. Yeah, I remember playing WCW NWO Revenge. There's WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, that one. That was another one by the same company who did Revenge and No Mercy.
Maybe that was the only other one. I remember playing like 2 different ones. Let's see.
And a pregnant pause fills the air. I never played some games. I was more stuck on the Super Nintendo for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Till 2000.
Although I'll be honest, I would love to actually not like really try it, not really like love it, but I would love to try some of the later like WWF like NES games. What is it like? There's like WrestleMania,
Yeah.
Steel Cage Challenge. You know,
They were
right?
all right. They weren't anything special.
Yeah. There's also the 2 WCW games. I know there was the one on the Super Nintendo that was based off of the Fire Pro engine.
Mm-hmm.
WWF
that was-
Attitude.
I think there was No Mercy.
There's WWF Warzone that was on Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, that was when Acclaim had the engine, while WCW had the engine from Aki, and then WWF later got the engine from Aki.
Yeah, No Mercy. So I think the one I might have played was the 2000 one.
WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah, I think that was the other one I played.
Yeah, that's the other one based on the Aki engine, I believe.
I don't know. I remember fighting to try and understand what the fuck I was playing, but I was never very good at it.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, the Aki engine was pretty. It's basically had the best aspect of a fighting game, which is easy to learn, difficult to master.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I remember always going under the stage as soon as I started and getting a fucking chair.
yeah. One of my favorite things though, is that they also would later do the Def Jam fighting games. Those were fun. Because there was Vendetta and Fight for New York. I would do Icon, but no one likes that one.
No one likes Icon.
Nobody does. Ironically enough, also published by EA. Why is it with EA in the death of wrestling games?
Because they don't know how to handle wrestling games.
Because it's EA.
It's EA.
Yeah, and then most of the SmackDown stuff were developed by Ukes. Later Visual Concepts, aka 2K.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing a few EA sports games, but it didn't last long, and I don't think I went past the PlayStation.
Honestly, the best EA sports games is the ones on EA Sports Big. Like all the weird, cool arcade ones. Like the Street Series, SSX.
EA Sports. It's all the same.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, my favorite is EA Sports.
Surprise mechanics.
Surprise mechanics, folks. You love these
Plus, you paid me.
Damn it, EA. I didn't think you could fall any further. And then you just do your best to disappoint.
It's EA. EA is like the WWE of video games. Have they ever let you down in letting you down?
Never. But yeah, oh man, rating. That's what gets me in rating systems. They don't even know how to run their own rating systems. I would love to see someone actually use their rating systems properly. I bet there are, but they're few and far between.
Well, even on like the subject of like the ratings board itself,
Mm-hmm.
like if you just want to go into like game ratings and movie ratings,
Right.
literally the only things you see as of late, and yeah, a reviewer brought this up. Scott the Waz brought this up. Where he's like, now, back in the day, you would see plenty of variety.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see like E, T, and quite a few M. Nowadays, the games you see the most are either E10 or M.
Right.
You occasionally see some T's, and you very rarely see some actual E's. For crying out loud, Kirby games are now being rated E10. Kirby!
Shouldn't it be E?
Well, Kirby
Yeah.
is the most adorable little homicidal maniac.
He is, but like too much for anyone under the age of 10 to handle?
Here he is. He's the popcorn we got Kirby in last place he defends. Ain't he cute? He's so cute, but he gets a little burpy because he tries to eat all his friends. He's got an eating problem.
Fucking Brenner Foss.
I can't help it. Every time I think of something like either Kirby or Ghosts and Goblins, I think of Brenner Floss.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it just. Yeah, they don't even know how to. Nobody knows how to rate games anymore, and nobody knows how to actually give them a rating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the biggest like surprises I didn't even know about this. So, you get the first two Arkham games,
Right.
rated T.
Mm-hmm.
Guess the rating of Arkham Knight.
Wasn't it M or like M18?
It was M.
Yeah. So great.
Oh god. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was rated M.
And how
Then you
technically
have-
there's some
well,
ratings that you don't even really use anymore.
Well, then you have the Souls series. Oh yeah, these are some graphic games. So yeah, they're M rated. Dark Souls 2. Rated T.
Yeah, no. No, my favorite thing is, you know what's the ratings you see even less than E?
C.
See.
EC and AO.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well, AO, and that AO is because that's a death sentence, just like how X is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically AO. The only time you will ever see AO is on porn games. Even then, it's rare.
Yeah, and I have to stress to people about that too, because I've had a lot of people try to tell me when it comes to movies, they're like, "Oh, well, if it's X-rated, that means it's porn, right?" Like, no. If it's triple X, it's porn.
Oh, technically,
X
X rating was never trademarked. So that's where you get the shit like X and triple X.
Yeah,
Technically, you can't go past X.
technically you can't. No. Well, technically you can't, because at this point, unrated is considered X. It's considered like X or beyond.
Yeah, that's fair.
No matter what, even if like the unrating doesn't even matter. Like it's such a fickle thing. Like, but I understand. Yeah, AO was created specifically as a way to say, look, this is what you're striving not to hit. If you hit M, pray that you stay at that.
Yeah. You know what's one of my favorite cases of a famous franchise almost going AO and never releasing?
What's that?
San Andreas.
Grand Theft Auto. One of the versions of San Andreas is actually AO.
Wow.
Yeah.
But one of the versions, yeah, they had to slap that on it and then just not release it.
Yeah,
And
so
so they had to cut it down and release another version of it.
as but then later a lot of people discovered undercover code, and that's how you got the hot coffee mod.
Well, that's what got the AO rating.
Yeah.
That's what got it the AO, was because they discovered in the code the hot coffee mod.
And the funny thing is, you can't even access it through console.
Nope. But let's see, which one was that? That was Hillary Clinton. Who? Yeah, no, the bitch who actually ran that one. Hillary Clinton did a campaign against violent video games for a while.
Yeah, it was her and good old Reverend Jack Thompson.
Yeah. Fuck him. But she.
I don't want the ugly.
Yeah. What happened is, her and her little cronies, everyone fucking screeched about it when they found out about this, and they're like, you have to make make this AO now. You have to. And it's like, so, and then it has to have it has a warning for that content, even though it's something you got to stress the fact it is not available to you unless you hack the game.
Yeah. That's the big thing. It's like you forget that this wasn't an Easter egg that was intentionally planted. It was more, oh shit, you need to mess with code in order to work this shit.
Yeah.
And miles of code at that.
Like,
yeah.
From what I can gather, this was probably going to be an Easter egg. But then they realized, no, we can't get away with this.
Yeah, we get an AO rating.
But because they're usually lazy, and I'm not even sure I want to call it lazy, but it's just easier to leave these things in the code than it is to clear it out.
It's probably a victim of time crunch.
That too. Oh, that's how you find all sorts of stuff. That's how you find the testing environments within games.
Yeah. Or my favorite is like leftover content that they forgot to take out, but were in such rush to get the game done, they didn't care. Like,
oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, you know what's my favorite fucking example of that?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's my favorite example of that though? The concept art for the second half of Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
Go on.
As a bonus for completing Metal Gear Solid 5, you would get concept art for basically what was supposed to be the second half of the game. Problem was, with time crunch and Konami and Kojima butting heads so much, it was never finished. So technically, we got an unfinished game from Metal Gear Solid 5 was released unfinished. And if you see the concept art for the Kingdom of the Flies chapter, it is fucking insane.
Oh yeah, that was going to be completely nuts.
Yeah. If you haven't played this game or any of the games in the series, spoilers, but Metal Gear Solid's a good game, just prepare your ass because fuck me, some of those cutscenes are long. While I explain it with my hands and while I'm cleaning. Anyway, so there's a point in the game where Snake, Revolver Ocelot and his crew were had their base attacked by child soldiers, led by a young Psycho Mantis and what would have been later revealed as a young Liquid Snake.
Mm-hmm.
They would then take the Metal Gear Ray that they had just fought to grab from Skullface, and take it to parts unknown, and that's how the game ends. What was supposed to happen is that you would have a chapter where you find them on a deserted tropical island that was basically an island run entirely by child soldiers. Because one of the biggest themes in Metal Gear games, especially later in like 4, 5, and Revengeance, is the process of child soldiers.
Yep.
And the trauma of child soldiers. Granted, I think that was also early in games, like in some of the portable games like Peace Walker.
Mm-hmm.
5 is where they really tested that front.
Yeah.
So you were
Marquis
supposed to, and I quote, infiltrate the camp of the young child soldiers, which was basically one giant Kingdom of the Lord of the Flies reference,
Mhm.
in order to stop them and get the Metal Gear back. And this was going to lead, I believe, into a boss fight with another telekinesis controlled Metal Gear controlled by Psycho Mantis. And that was supposed to set up the relationship between them and Big Boss that would lead to Metal Gear Solid 1. And if you don't remember Metal Gear Solid Psycho Mantis' boss battle, he was the guy that fucked with you by reading your memory card, and you defeated him by plugging your controller into the second port.
Mm.
I could read your mind.
And make your... You like Castlevania, don't you? Although, funny enough, you know what's the trick with that little trick? It only recognized that only recognized Konami games you played on your memory card.
That's true. It only recognized Konami games.
So it would be stuff like Castlevania, Legend of Dragoon, I believe, was another one.
Yeah.
But that's where the Nintendo version actually trumped that to me.
Oh yeah, you've been playing a lot of Mario Sunshine, haven't you?
You like Super Smash Brothers?
Like, yeah. Oh God, that was great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Spend your time on that Russian attack, have you?
yeah. It sounded like it would have been cool, but I get why it got cut, or why it kept from being able to get to full realization.
Yeah, Kojima, as much as I love him for being the visionary he is, he's legendary for some insane stories, especially in the later Metal Gears, like Post 2. I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's why it's the joke with like later games like 4, which is like it's more movie than video game because it's like it's a 20 plus hour game, and about 15 of those are cutscenes. Because he comes from the Blade Runner style of lore. Because earlier he would make games like Snatcher, and the more and more technology he had, the more and more he could expand the world that he loved to create,
Mm-hmm.
and he loved to make them complicated. Like
I've watched a friend play Peace Walker. Holy shit, that was just basically Metal Gear the movie,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
the interactive movie.
Yeah,
Like,
Peace
yeah.
Walker. Yeah. Although my favorite, there's very few spin-offs of Metal Gear. One of them was a Game Boy game that was its own continuity, but not really, because it took elements from the first game. It's weird. If you're wondering, over here it was just called Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy Color. Over there in Japan, it's called Metal Gear Ghost Battle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the Metal Gear Acid series, which, granted, Kojima didn't direct those. He did produce those. That was handled by another guy. Actually, the same with Ghost Battle. But it still felt like Kojima because it was still fucking weird. There was like mind control puppets, body doubles, experiments with like psychokinesis that ended up with one of the president's daughters being a fucking experiment, a random board game, Snake having an identity crisis. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Metal Gear is legendary for just fucking complicated things. Like, if you honestly want the simplest Metal Gear game to play, there's two.
Revengeance.
Revengeance is one of them, and arguably the other one is Peace Walker. No, not Peace Walker. Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3.
Snake Eater.
Yeah, the one with the bod style thing that everybody remembers.
Yep.
There's a reason for that, because since it takes place in the 60s, it's a lot simpler technology-wise. So, I mean, the most complicated it gets is dealing with stuff like the camouflage mechanics, where you have to combine different colors in order to get a perfect camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Although ironically enough, that's not the one with the least real releases. There's a few that have never been really released outside their own systems. Ghost Babel being one of them. The other one, I think, being stuff like Portable Ops.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Portable Ops.
Yeah. But there's 3 different versions of Metal Gear Solid 3 you could probably play. There's the OG and Subsistence. That's on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D, which was a 3DS launch title, or at least within launch year. It's okay. It is simply a port, but the problem is that game was built for 2 analog sticks, and the OG 3DS only has 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it has the Kid Icarus problem where the controller is fucking awkward.
That's about right.
Yeah. So, yeah, Metal Gear, like, Kojima has not. I don't think Kojima has made a simple story since Antarctic Adventure on the fucking MSX.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the OG Metal Gear for basic as it was had some weird twist to it. Okay, now, what were we about ratings?
That they're mishandled and misused, and we should not look at them.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Especially with aggregate sites. I mean, you could look at where they came up with that idea of a rating, but don't take the rating alone. Look at the critics, what they say. And if they're full of shit, the rating's full of shit.
Yeah, it's best to rely on gut, word of mouth, and just the big thing is that we all basically know the story about how the ratings board came to be, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Parents were getting tired of Mortal Kombat and Lethal Enforcers and Night Trap, which one of these things is not like the other. Yeah. So they basically made the government give the video game companies basically an ultimatum of either you govern yourselves or we ban this.
Mm-hmm.
So they made the XRB. Basically, it's the same story as why we have stuff like the MPAA, and also why we have the classic parental advisory sticker on albums now. Although, you know what my favorite story about that?
What's that?
There were some states, when that was getting signed into law, were ready to make that as a symbol, as available evidence for obscenity, which is a felony.
Very big felony.
Yes. So that's where you get the power of stuff like the clean versions in like Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different album covers, censorship, and all that fun shit.
Tons of fun shit.
Yeah. All because I'm pretty sure Prince wrote a song about Tipper Gore and she didn't want anybody to notice. I knew a
Thanks,
girl
that's why I got the shot.
Yeah, all I can hear in my head now is I
Hey,
knew a girl with a name and Nikki just to say she was a sex fiend.
Seen
Yeah.
yesterday in a magazine. She said, son, your life.
Waste some time and I can now
Yes. I'm drunk. Leave me alone.
Hey, you're drunk. It's perfect for karaoke.
Mm.
Although, I figured since we're doing this now and we're talking about that story, I might as well show this off. Yep. Granted, it's not the US release, it's the Spanish release, straight from Warner, Mexico.
That's okay. I got the movie.
Yeah, but still.
Damn.
Yeah. Although I have another Prince album from around the same time.
We're killing Ookami here.
Oh, Roy, I can't help it, but you sing it with me. 2000
Party over, it's out of time. Dun, 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 dun.
So
Tonight,
party like it's
it's
1999.
Yeah.
No, I'm likely to pass out here soon. I'm just.
Although I can show Ookami something like he might like slack eat.
He might like it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and my favorite part too. Look at the color on that.
Oh, yes.
I know something better.
Yes. Scott Pilgrim, soundtrack by the world's weirdest Scientologist. Fucking back.
Back, yes. Would you like to see the?
Oh yeah, the Blu-rays. Show them off there, right?
Okay. Now, for all those at home, Arrow Video was having, well, not Arrow Video, Family Video was having an Arrow Video sale. So I took advantage of that motherfucker, and I got me a treasure trove. First up, The Company of Wolves.
Ooh.
Done by Uli Lamel. This is his only solid film before he did The Boogeyman, about Germany's greatest vampire. Very awesome film. What else did we get? Oh, we got Island of Death. Ooh, yes. Made by Nico Masterakis. Nico, in all sense of the word, should not be making films. But thanks to a little thing called the Video Nasties, and this little feature here, I got him a 3-picture deal, baby.
Oh, the nasties.
This is the one that got him there. I'm still looking for the Zero Boys. It's awesome. But this is Nico's first film. What else do I
Now
get?
all I can think of is both Apache and that one PSA England did. Stay smart. Don't go into electrical fields.
Yes. This is an erotic giallo classic. Your vice is a locked door, and only I have a key.
Oh, God, those titles ain't absolutely.
Fucking Giallo titles.
Giallo titles, starring the lovely Edward Finch. We'll get to her soon, Doctor. And to follow it up, Flussy's The Black Cat.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I think this is his. Let's see, or when a young couple missing and sleeping in Scotland Yard Inspector Gorley is brought in to assist on the case, but starts off as a routine investigation, turns into a murder inquiry when a couple are found dead in mysterious circumstances. And then When I saw this was on sale, I couldn't pass it up.
Oh,
The one that
Yeah.
started it all. The one that got the world interested. The bird with the crystal plumage.
I mean, we gotta do that movie one of these days, Roy, because I have never seen that movie.
We'll do the animal trilogy.
Yeah, never. Fuck, what was
Which
that?
one is that? It's that one.
It's the bird with the crystal plumage, 4 flies on gray velvet, and shoot.
Never something.
It's not. It doesn't never choke a duckling.
Is it the cat in the brain or something like that?
No, that's cat in the brain is Fusi.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Cat o' nine tails.
Oh, there it is.
Bingo. But yeah, I saw this. I instantly had to jump onto that. Yeah, that really good. Okay, what else did I get? I got the Bloodthirsty trilogy. This was Toho's. Toho was trying out new horror concepts. This is their vampire films. And do you know what they made in between the vampire films? Wolf Guy.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. But no, this is it's got Vampire Doll, it's got Lake of Dracula, I think it's called. Yeah, Lake of Dracula, and Evil of Dracula. Dracula visits Japan, folks. That's what it is. All 3 films. What else do I got? What have you done to Solange? One of the last finest Yalis.
Who's that one? Which one is that one?
That's Massimo Dallamano. It's about a sexual sadistic killer at a girls' school, and things turn out not what they seem.
Yeah, man, I love those titles though.
And then the final one is Eaten Alive. Tober's follow-up after Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
Also inspired Motel Hell.
Oh fuck, Motel Hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I got these babies.
Honestly, we should probably do, if we did a double feature of that, we do that and maybe what, Tourist Trap?
Maybe. I know there's a couple I want to do with Eaten Alive. I want maybe Funhouse. Maybe. I know. Maybe, what was it? Blood of Malatesta or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I got this whole group for a nice price of $150. We've got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 films here.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Very good deal. I'm proud of myself. And let me get some big ups to Family Video. I didn't mind them shipping media mail. So I was waiting for these things 5 or 10 days. These guys gave me UPS treatment.
So you got it in like a few days?
I got them in 4 days. 3-4 days.
Nice.
Thank you, Family Video. I hope you watch this.
Yeah, no. Also, one of the strangest gifts I ever gotten, but I still enjoy it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
The big gimmick with this one, I don't know if it's going to show in the light, but side 4.
I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
You see the etching?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Granted, it's because I don't think they had enough songs to fill the double LP. Yeah, no. It really mainly like original stuff. Like although the last few songs are licensed stuff, like Slip in the Darkness by War and CCR's CCR Fortunate Son.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot, this is the credits, but it came with one of the OG poster.
Nice.
The one that got everybody excited for Joker, but it never came.
Yeah. The movie was the song sung by a rapper who didn't know what he was singing about.
Yeah. Sucker for Pain, Rick Ross. No, I mean,
Rick
how
fucking Ross.
Hmm?
Rick fucking Ross.
Yeah, Purple Rain. That song still goes, though. I'm not gonna lie. As much as Rick Ross doesn't have no idea what he's talking about, Skrillex knows how to produce. I gotta give him that much.
Skrillex saves it.
Yeah. Oh, the singles were technically the first songs on here. Purple Lamborghini, Sucker for Pain, Heathens, Standing in the Rain, Gangsta. There's also, there's also appearances from Grimes, Skylar Grey, Eminem, Panic at the Disco. Yeah. So, yeah. A decent soundtrack for a movie not a lot of people liked.
Well, a good reason.
That's true.
Everybody saw Ayer's work, and they knew what they were looking at wasn't an Ayer's film.
Yeah. So I figured I'd show this. Honestly, this is although it's sad that this is the only album I have from one of my favorite groups. I love the packaging, and I love this album.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. It's just a simple standard edition, but I can't help it. I love Jamie's artwork.
Nice.
Yeah. I still want one of these days want to get Demon Hands on vinyl as well. And here's the back.
All right, guys. Well, I'm burnt, so
Yeah, you looking like your fate. I want to for stuff.
yeah. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for having me on.
No problem.
Yeah, we have a recording next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. That's something I don't want to tell the audience. They'll find out in December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, I will share this much. If you've been on the channel, then what you'll recognize is that 3 out of the 4 movies that'll be reviewed in the one episode have already had their time on the channel. However, Doc missed them.
I did.
You bad bastard, Doc.
And then the 4th one is one that we haven't done yet, but I have shared is one of my favorite films. So I'll leave that up to you guys to figure out.
Leave your socials, please.
You can find me over on YouTube, like I said, Wolfston Productions. You can also, where we do podcasts, I do tries videos and all sorts of stuff. And you can also find me on Twitch, where it's Wolfston 5, where these two will also help me out in live streams, my own live streams. There's Twitter for the Wolfston. It's a bunch of these things. I actually realized some of it's behind, so I need to get with the co-host who runs that and get that straightened out. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I have my own Twitter, but I don't do anything with it. So
yeah, I have to do more, but that's me.
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. I'm working on it. All right, like I said, I'm fading. So
He's dying, folks. Get out of here. Let me remove you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now I'm just looking through my vinyl and I might have to clean these sooner or later, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like these are the closest things I have to first releases, because most of the ones I have in my closet are like re-releases. But
Right.
I still love them. One of my favorite albums, and originally the cheapest record I ever bought.
Oh yeah, Modern Love. I had that too.
Yeah, for $8.
That's Last Dance. That's Last Dance. That Modern
Yeah,
Love.
this is Let's Dance the album. Yeah, it has Modern Love on it, but
Yes.
that's the album. I also have a re-release of Ziggy Stardust in there.
It does.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the cheapest record I ever bought.
Piano Man.
Yeah, but it's also the most beat up record I ever bought.
Well, that's why it's cheap.
Yeah, I bought this for $1 off a Mexican guy in fucking cowboy boots at a swap meet. Had a fucking record full of them, fucking crate full of them. Most of them were like weird, obscure, like Mexicano and Tejano music, which I did not recognize at all.
He's like, hey, you want to buy a gato? You want to buy a gato? Yeah, yeah. Take it in, yes. You want to buy a gato?
These two I technically got as gifts, but
Nice.
yeah. And of course, honestly, well, not my favorite album by this group. I still love it.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Fear Music, Talking Heads.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the one they did. One of the ones they did with Eno. I still need to get a 77 Remain in Light and Stop Making Sense, because that's honestly, as weird as that's a live album, that's kind of honestly one of my favorite albums by them, if not my favorite album by them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also love the movie to this day. I still love the movie.
Cool.
All right, so what else should we talk about there, Roy?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Let's see. We've done music. We've done wrestling. We've done ratings.
Mm-hmm.
We've done the additions to your collection.
Yep. I guess we're through today, right?
I mean, actually, we do need to keep up our energy since we're trying to plan a record tomorrow.
Yeah, we might have to shut it down tonight.
Yeah. Although there is one topic that I will talk about.
Let's do it.
Fucking Cities Bop's been stuck in my head. Like fucking Future Funk's been stuck in my head forever, dude. Like the past 2 or 3 months.
Nice.
It's stuck in my head.
Let it grow. Let it grow within you.
Like fucking one of the big ones like St. Pepsi, Pineapple Juniors, that fucking song.
Mm-hmm. I love Junior.
Yeah. Pineapple Juniors, Private Caller.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. Stuff from my class 8299, Young Bay. Even some more obscure ones like Barb Walters, Stanley Mercury.
Yep, Mitch Murder.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Maybe because it's so fucking happy that you can't help but enjoy it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's like a pure dose of fucking dopamine right into your veins.
Yeah. Punch it right in, baby.
I wanna be with you.
It's got that upbeat, and it's like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Even though one of the most legendary songs from City Pop is actually a really weird breakup song.
Mm-hmm. But it's an okay breakup song.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you're wondering, it's the one that Roy played at the top of the pre-show.
Yes. Plastic Love.
Boom, 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 Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Man, don't worry. Yeah, it's always upbeat. Always like to listen to it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. Like even I like to compare it to like Latin music, like a lot of it. That
Mhm.
even if it's like one of the saddest like saddest subjects, it still strangely has a danceable beat
It does.
because we love those fucking polyrhythms, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like my favorite example, Selena.
Salina, yes, Betty, Betty, baby,
Yeah, no.
baby.
Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty, yeah, no. My favorite example of the site is Como la Flor.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Como la Flor, linda amor,
Mhm.
eres el Rosario.
Yeah.
Ay, como la muerte. Ay, como la muerte.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, if
definitely.
you wonder how I know that and how I sing it in Spanish, I've lived in West Texas most of my life, and half of my family is Mexican. So
Selena is your himno.
yeah, guys like Selena, Vicente, Los
Mhm.
Tigres del Norte.
Yeah, I grew up on La Tigre.
Yeah,
Mhm. La Tigre del Norte. I grew on El Norte music
yeah,
because basically it was a big place for migrantes. You know.
yeah. My favorite one was mine growing up was that my grandparents loved to have their friends over and drink,
Mhm.
and they would always have that on in the background.
Nice.
Like it was them around the dinner table, they playing in the background and playing fucking and drinking like fucking Bud Light and like enjoying themselves. And also sometimes my own they will also happen during like football games because
Mhm.
I'm in Texas, so
Football.
my
Yeah.
yeah my family's a Cowboys family.
Hmm.
So every time that happens, like we sometimes we go over to my uncle's house, like down in like the very far east side, and he would have this, and he would have the old school like classic like fajita grill, you know, the one with the
Yeah.
one with the propane and the stick
Mhm.
and like the steel and like the steel lid.
Just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you will always make like fajitas al pastor.
Mm.
Yeah,
Can I come over? I'll bring my own plate.
yeah, it'll also come with like nachos, barbecue chicken,
Mm.
chili con queso, and of
Uh,
course we'll have the garage with like all the fucking mechanics tools and the carpenting tools and
mhm.
dartboard that I used to chill out in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, it was that same side of the family that got me into like crust punk and all that.
Nice.
I got that from my big cousin. He would give me stuff like Dead Kennedy. He gave me like Dead Kennedy's Bedtime for Democracy. He let me know about Crass, Subhumans. Also, funny enough, you know what he had in his collection that I never tried to listen to, but I would love to try to love to try to collect.
What's that?
He had a few of the East Side Story compilations.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he had volume 2 or 3. I don't remember, but it was the one with the old Chevrolet on it.
Nice.
Yeah. If you don't know, folks, East Side Story was basically a bunch of kind of bootleg compilations that were around like the kind of like the classic like Cholo like gang scene in like in LA.
Hmm.
So it was basically a bunch of compilations, a bunch of oldies, like any oldies like they can get their license, their hands on it and put on wax. There's about 10 of them, I think.
Hmm. Suicidal Tendencies was one of them, wasn't it?
Uh, I don't think on East Side Story, but I know Suicidal Tendencies was on like some good punk compilations out there.
Right.
Yeah, because that was around the LA scene where you had guys like Bad Religion,
Hmm.
uh, TSOL, TSL, Circle Jerks,
Germs,
Germs,
Black Flag.
Black Flag. Yeah, basically that was more of the straight edge and skate punk scenes out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Although honestly, I will thank him for getting me into Bad Religion because that was one of the first punk bands I ever got into. It was like him and my dad that got me into them.
Nice.
I even had the old school like Bad Religion shirt with the cross and the no sign on it.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, when I was little, I was a little ignorant, and I tried to wear that to church once. So they made me cover it up with a polo.
No, mijo, you are not going to church like that.
Thing is, it was in the Mexican family. You know what it was?
The Filipinos.
It was the Filipinos.
Yeah.
So I was about to go to a Catholic church wearing that shit.
No, Chianga. No. You're so bad.
Although, you know what's always one of my favorite interactions when I wore that shirt?
What's that?
I remember like walking around with my family, and somebody had looked at my shirt and asked me, "Why is it a Bad Religion?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Sure, you're saying like Christianity's Bad Religion." It's like, "Oh, no, it's a band." I was like, and they were like, "Oh, why do they hate Christianity?" Long story. Yeah. Although, you know what's one Bad Religion shirt I would still love to get if I had the cash?
What's that?
The one with the nuns making out.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen that shirt so many times. I would love to get my hands on it one of these days.
Nice.
Yeah. And honestly, I would still love to get a lot more like punk merch because I don't have a lot, like band merch in general, actually. I don't have a lot of,
Mm-hmm.
I have some, I have some bootleg stuff, but otherwise, like I got like a bootleg Smith shirt.
The Smiths.
Hey, I like that shit, okay? Doesn't help Morrissey's a piece of shit.
I like punk. I got the Smith shirt. The Smiths.
No, but that was the other side where it's like that was when I was getting to like more gothy stuff. Like I was getting stuff like Smiths, Cure, even Dance Society a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. But and of course I had the technical brands that band shirts that almost everybody has because it's basically a brand now.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like
Misfits, Ramones,
Nirvana, Wu-Tang, Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah, Fish to some extent, yeah. But I would still love to get someone like band shirts that they don't really sell anymore and see if they find them one of my size. Like one I know of is the classic
Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, one of those days too, because I did get into them fairly recently. Although, funny enough, I knew about them for a while thanks to Guitar Hero. Never say that game doesn't do any good. Yeah, although you know what song it was?
What was it?
It wasn't even Pepper. It was Who Was in My Room Last Night. Who the hell was in my room? What the hell was in my room last night? Who the hell was in my bed? Oh!
Yeah.
Although I did finally listen to Locust Abortion Technician recently.
Cool.
So my favorite skit is from like Sweet Love. Daddy? Yes, son. What does regret mean? Well, son, the funny thing about regret is it's better to regret something you have done than something you haven't done. And by the way, if you see your mom this weekend, be sure to tell her, Satan, Satan, Satan. I fucking love that. I don't know why. It's just perfect. Yeah, so I got it recently. Although the merch I was thinking about getting was the Smashing Pumpkins merch actually.
Oh yeah.
From like the Gish to about Melancholy days.
You're gonna find a ton of melancholia.
Yeah. Although you know what was the one reason I ended up wanting one of those shirts?
Why is that?
I had once planned in my life to try to do a Scott Pilgrim cosplay. Yeah, no. Like, I like the stuff, but I knew the character was a piece of shit. It's just that I couldn't help but like the design because that was me for a while. Just that setup. And it's still me to this day. It's just I try to have variety now.
Right.
But yeah, that style was me for a long while.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know, I think the specific one was the SP with the heart SP, like the simple one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was that one.
Yeah.
Although, you know what was two of my favorite theories when it comes to like bands?
What's that?
Did you ever see the theories about how if you sync albums with certain movies, it fits perfectly?
Yeah, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz. Yes.
Yeah. There's another theory that someone tried to do that doesn't work quite as well.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said if you try syncing Melancholy and Infinite Sadness to the Scott Pilgrim versus the World movie, it would sync. Yeah, it's weird. Someone tried it. It didn't really sync as well as Wizard of Oz Dark Side of the Moon did.
Mm-hmm.
But considering Brian Lee O'Malley's a massive fan, Brian Lee O'Malley and Edgar Wright are massive fans of the Pumpkins, it would kind of make sense.
Right.
Yeah. I still want that game though. If Ookami was there, he would rub that in my fucking face.
He would rub it in your fucking face.
Yeah.
With full toilet paper.
Yeah, no. I am sad that game got taken down because of fucking rights issues and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Alas.
We knew it well.
Yeah, even if I only played the demo, I fucking love that game and would love to play it again.
I never played that game, but I heard it was good.
It was, yeah. It was one of those retro revival like beat 'em ups. So.
Okay. So like Turtles in Time.
Pretty much, yeah. Although it went more 8-bit than 16-bit.
Streets of Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, Double Dragon, River City Rampage, stuff like that.
Are you a bad dude?
The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?
Fuck no. I'm just going to go back home.
Especially because the president's Ronald Reagan. Yeah, no, fuck. Even me. He made crack and trickle down economics. Fuck him.
Yeah. But he does make a nice psychologist.
God. Oh, yeah.
He knows the Gestalt theory can cure anyone.
Including a chimpanzee.
Oh, good lord.
Also, he can't seem to grow a Van Dyke.
He can't, no.
Yeah.
He's got the mustache down, but he can't get that nice soul patch.
Yeah, no. Hell, even I can do it technically. Problem is I can't grow the full beard because my fucking Filipino genes ends up being grow patches.
Yeah, you can. What else?
All right.
This is why you need a list, folks. This is what you need talking points.
Because if you try to do it on your own, you'll just have this.
You'll be like,
Honestly, we can probably go back on the punk thing. Like, I can talk about fucking punk all day. Because, honestly, that was... All right.
What's your impressions of Birds of Prey?
Oh, that's complicated. All right. I saw the trailer when it came out. And honestly, it don't look that bad. The problem is, I think it's gonna be a Harley Quinn movie, not a Birds of Prey movie.
I felt that way too.
Yeah, because
Because you know who they got in there.
Airs.
No, it's not Ayers. I mean, do you know what characters they got in there?
Isn't like Black Canary, Huntress, the detective that eventually becomes the Question. What's her name?
But I named Montoya.
Yep, that's her. And Harley. Wait, who is the fourth one?
Let me look up. It's supposed to be Katana, I believe.
Is Katana in this one?
It's supposed to be Katana.
Oh.
Let me
Did they,
look.
did they ever reveal who's supposed to be the villain in that?
Black Mask.
That's what Ewan McGregor's supposed to play?
He's supposed to be Black Mask.
I thought Black Mask was Greek.
He is. And a mask.
Why is Ewan McGregor playing him like he's Obi-Wan? Although, granted, as much as I don't like, as a Harley Quinn movie, I think it might be fine because at least it gives people like a good anti-hero development. Like, it explains us up what happened with Joker. It brings in her hyenas, which I thought was pretty cool. Her pet hyenas. But otherwise, it's not really going to be a good Birds of Prey movie. And I do get the bad feeling that this is going to be a lot of fanboys are going to claim that this is DC's equivalent of Captain Marvel. It's going to be a full-on girl power movie.
It's going to be kind of a full-on girl power movie.
Mostly written by dudes. Well,
Written by dudes? No.
is it written by girls?
I thought you said dudes. I'm sorry.
No.
Christina
I thought the main writers were dudes.
No.
Is it going to be a female staff as well as cast?
Yes. Kathy Yan directs it. Christina Hodson writes it.
Uh,
And Victor Sass is in it too. No. The other person is Cassandra Cain.
oh, yeah. Fucking Cassandra Cain. How is that going to work, though? Are they going to...
They didn't put any more thought into it.
Yeah, like, are they gonna make her? Is it gonna be pure assassin Cassie Cage, or are they gonna make her Batgirl?
They didn't think things through.
Yeah, no. Although it does remind me.
To me, it's they're just using the names.
Yeah, that's true. It's the same thing they did with that CW Batwoman show, where it's technically Cassie Kane, but it's not Cassie Kane.
No,
it's a different version.
It's not swirls. See, the thing about DC canon, as opposed to Marvel canon, is that you can shrug this shit off.
That's true.
You say, "Oh, it's an Elseworlds."
Yeah,
oh, it's a snowflake.
Yeah, DC are the kings of alternate universes.
They know how to run it.
Yeah.
Whereas Marvel, not so much.
Yeah. Marvel can't help but be connected, even though they've had alternate universes in the past. And it looks like with Far From Home, they're going to explore it more.
Right.
But a lot of their alternate universes are either for like one-off stories or the classic what ifs.
Yes.
So, although they're making a show of that, I'm definitely going to be interested to see what happens then.
It will be a trade wreck.
Because it's a Disney Plus exclusive. Yeah. I mean, look, Disney is a corporate overlord like nothing fucking else, but honestly, for the people working on those shows, I hope for the best. Because I hope they at least try to get a decent product without Disney fucking them over. Because you have stuff like Black Air, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Scarlet Witch one,
That's a sitcom.
with her in
Yes.
Vision, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Although, look, I know you're with Scorsese on the Marvel movie things, but there is two I'm definitely excited for to see what they're doing with
Mm-hmm.
Blade and Shang-Chi.
Cool.
Because I am definitely curious what the hell they're going to do with it, especially Shang-Chi after what happened with Iron Fist. Like, oh god, Iron Fist.
Yeah, someone didn't understand Iron Fist.
Oh god, no.
That was Marvel's equivalent to Kung Fu.
It was.
And someone didn't get Kung Fu.
Which is funny because you know who's one of the directors of that fucking show?
Who?
Who directed a few episodes?
Who directed some of the episodes?
Fucking RZA.
That's your problem.
Fair.
RZA is like a fucking McDojoist.
Yeah, that's true.
He believes Kung Fu can cure cancer.
Yeah. He's called the Resurrector, but
Mm-hmm.
don't trust him with your health.
No. Protect your neck.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no, this is just going to be another manufactured piece that won't go well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, honestly, I have the tendency to keep the people making the movie itself and the company separate for the most part. Although, granted, that's just me, and I learned that via thanks to fucking Fantastic Four, all four versions.
Fucking Fantastic Four.
I
Oh my
was
god.
can't catch a fucking break.
Here's the thing. The Fantastic doesn't work by itself. End point. Mainly because the Fantastic Four is the explorers of this grand universe of Marvel.
They're basically the main characters in a George Miller movie, where they're not the most interesting part of the movie.
Right. They're presenting you the lands, the dimensions, the planets that will further be part of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Right? So through the Fantastic Four, we further investigate the Kree, the Skrull, the Shi'ar, the Negative Realm, Latvia, Skarkovia.
Yeah.
They were the Lewis and Clark of the Marvel Universe. The status.
Although, I do think the MCU is starting to set that up if the Doctor Strange sequel is anything to go by.
I'm not holding up hope, but okay.
I mean, it's entirely possible that they're gonna. I mean, they definitely started with Far From Home, with Mysterio and all that.
Right.
So there's an entire possibility that they're gonna start getting into the multiverse, and we could get stuff like the Ultimate Verse and stuff like that.
Right. The thing is, comic book company couldn't handle a multiverse. What makes you think that a film company is going to handle a multiverse?
That's true. That's definitely true. So yeah, this might not end well.
Right.
Although, admittedly, I am glad some superhero stories are trying to go back to being one shots. Although there are still fucking trying to make universes, and No, I'm sorry, but no.
Mm-mm.
Like, I am glad that some of the more DC films are being more like just one shots now, and not trying to tie them all together.
Right.
Because I know Wonder Woman's gonna be a standalone thing. There's also Aquaman. I know Birds of Prey is gonna be. Well, Birds of Prey is gonna have some stuff from Suicide Squad. It's basically gonna be like a reboot.
Yeah.
And the James Gunn's Suicide Squad, which supposedly is basically a sort of sequel, sort of reboot.
Right.
Although, have you seen the pictures on set that somebody has found?
No.
Yeah, apparently James Gunn is going full fucking goofy because they have full colorful costumes for some of the characters.
Suicide Squad.
Well, you might have to make sure to put the Suicide Squad, because if you just say Suicide Squad, it might give you the other movie.
Suicide. Interesting fact. Deadshot is always part of the same squad.
He was, yeah.
Do you know why?
Not off the top of my head.
He's habitually suicidal.
That's fair.
But he's not portrayed that way. Give me some photos. No, that's not the photos I wanted. I see Deathstroke.
Let's see. I saw some earlier. Oh, here we are.
All right.
I bet loads. Yeah, damn. No, and I definitely get the feeling that if James Gunn's successful in this, he somehow has made some of the best movies for both companies.
Right.
like you gotta give him props on that one, man.
Sure.
Honestly, I'm still kind of surprised that DC had him in the DC allowed him to do it in the first place.
Right.
Oh yeah, here's some. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also get there's fucking Pete Davidson. I forget he's in this movie too. Yeah, the cast in this is like weird, but also makes sense for it being a James Gunn movie.
Okay.
Like,
looks like they want to bring in King Shark.
That's one of the plans, yeah.
In what kind of capacity? That's what I'd like to know.
I don't honestly. Are
we going anamorphic King Shark? Or are we going Wall Street King Shark?
I'm not sure. Well, there is in one of the photos. There is a guy in full motion capture makeup.
Okay.
So I'll send you it.
He's sending me the pictures, folks.
Yeah, I'll send it to you via Discord.
He's sending it via Discord, folks.
Here's one of them.
Okay. Let's go through the pain. All right. See what I see. Okay, there's motion capture, man. There's blue and white dude. Looks like Booster Gold. Yeah, I'm not seeing much.
Yeah. Hold on. There's only a few that they've leaked so far.
Right.
So there's an entire possibility there's definitely gonna be more later.
Okay.
Because I think the film is only in like early production, I believe.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because it's not being released till 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, here's another one. That's just a screenshot. Yeah, there's only out of the cast, there's only really 2 or 3 that are coming from the first Suicide Squad movie.
Right. Captain Boomerang.
There's Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. Of course, there's Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Viola Davis. Oh yeah, they also have Viola Davis as Amanda Waller and Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. Otherwise,
Flag and Waller are the handlers, so yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, I think most of them are new.
This is the first time we're not going to have a death shot Suicide Squad. That's unheard of.
Although it really doesn't help for a lot of them. They haven't revealed the names, so maybe they'll have a death shot.
That's Peacemaker.
Which one's Peace? No, John Cena is Peacemaker. The one they haven't revealed for is Idris Elba.
Idris Elba?
Yeah, they haven't released his name, so an entire possibility he'll be Deathshot.
He'll probably be Deadshot.
Yeah. Because we still don't have names for the only few we have names for is the ones from the OG. I say OG. That's dumb. Because we have.
Well, the thing about Suicide Squad is you had to earn your pardon by doing some astronomically stupid work.
Yeah. Let's see.
Though, if you said Idris Elba, yeah?
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Bronze Tiger was also a consonant.
Yeah.
Until he hooked up with Richard Dragon.
Yeah.
So he could be Bronze Tiger.
Yeah, I'm looking at the IMDb. The only names they have are Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Amanda Waller, John Cena as Peacemaker, David Demastician as Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, the Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, Steve Agee as King Shark, and Daniela Melicord as Ratcatcher.
Ratcatcher.
So it seems like he's gonna go for like the pure obscure shit.
I know Polka Dot Man. He made Portals.
Yeah. Some of the other cast include Taika Waititi, Nathan Fillion. Although I've seen them billed as Arm Fall Off Boy.
Arm Fall Off Boy.
Yeah. Also, Alice Braga, Michael Rooker, Sean Gunn, Jennifer Holland, Peter Capaldi, Flora Borg, Joaquin Cosio, Juan Diego Boto, Julio Cesar Luis. Okay, so it's billed and as written and directed by James Gunn, and they're giving the based on credit to John Ostrander.
Yeah, Ostrander created the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The thing about a Suicide Squad was it was a good series that everybody wanted to read about. It just had really bad luck in being produced. I think that it would be produced around the time big events happened.
Yeah.
So, for instance, Superpowers was going on when the first Suicide Squad was released. And then you had back of house problems going on when they re-released it in the 1990s. It couldn't get its feet, so they decided, fuck it. It's one of those things they would throw out every once in a while because it was a good concept, but they couldn't get its footing because of other reasons besides the reasons they needed.
Yeah. Although Although Gunn has himself admitted that, yeah, don't expect a lot of them to live.
No, that's the idea.
They're expendable, right?
Right. That's
Yeah.
why you either catch these guys or die.
Funny enough, I just realized they have that concept, but there's only technically one character that happens to, and it's
Right.
the one guy nobody remembers.
Oh no, Slipknot was a character.
Well, in the comics, not in the movie.
Mhm.
Because nobody remembered Slipknot in the movie.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I'm especially curious for guys like Taika Waititi, Peter Capaldi, Michael Booker,
Mhm.
Rooker, not Booker. That's a different guy.
Right.
Even guys like Sean Gunn and Pete Davidson, like, what the fuck are you gonna have Pete Davidson do? Yeah, there's also, yeah, the only four that are coming back are Jai, Joel, Viola, and Margot.
Right.
Although, remind me, who played Killer Croc in the first movie?
I forgot. Killer Croc. Right. Television film. He was played by not like those superheroes. Adewale Akinyoni.
Okay.
Agbaji.
Okay, so yeah, there's so yeah, there's so yeah, technically Killer Croc ain't in this either. Unless funny enough, that's who they have fucking Idris Elba play.
Mm-hmm.
Which I doubt, but
No, I'm going for Bronze Tiger.
could be possible.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm trying to remember what else he was in. Oh, he was in that 2014. He was in that 2014 Annie. Yeah. Thor: The Dark World. Yeah.
Congo, The Mummy Returns, Born Identity.
Thing remake. The Thing prequel. Heavy Duty and G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Eco and Lost. It was an Oz.
He was in Oz. He was Major Lazer.
Oh, that's where I recognized him. Huh. He was Hitu from When Nature Calls, that Ace Ventura sequel.
Yep.
Huh. It was also Kaiga as in Congo.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in Red Shoe Diaries, which is fucking hilarious. So, yes, the man has done softcore porn.
He does.
Although, you know, a character I do feel bad for that they kind of fucked over in that movie? The first six? Huh?
A lot of them.
Yeah, but there's two in particular.
What's that?
Fucking Diablo and Enchantress.
Interesting enough, Enchantress was based off of Mario Bava's Black Sunday.
I would not be shocked if that was true.
But because that was not so interesting, they did this whole South American deal.
Yeah. No, I'm looking for what the guy who played Diablo has done it. Let's see, he was in The Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about that movie, Torg.
Torg.
Friday Night Lights, Hostel, the direct-to-video sequel to Carlito's Way.
Yep.
World Trade Center, the Hostel sequel. He was apparently in that trailer for Thanksgiving in Grindhouse.
Yep.
Quarantine, Lakeview Terrace, Takers.
Forgot he was in Taken.
No, Takers, not Taken.
Takers, okay.
Different movie. Even though I'm pretty sure that movie was a piece of shit. Bad Moms, Scandal, some Fergie, some fucking Spurgy videos. Bright, Bad Moms Chris's. He was Bonnie's dad in fucking Toy Story 4, so he's getting some work.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Magnum in the Magnum PI remake.
Okay.
Bit random. Yeah, but his last role was as Bonnie's dad in Toy Story 4. So he's getting work, at least.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I'm reminded, I still haven't seen Bright. I don't want to, but I'm still kind of curious. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Like I've heard people like it, and I've heard people fucking hate it. So it's like, oh shit! I forgot both David Harbour and Robin Atkin Downs was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Weird.
Very.
Yeah, although admittedly, when it comes to Robin Atkin Downs, I mostly know him for his voice work than his actual acting work.
Cool.
Stuff like let's see, he's Travis Touchdown in the No More Hero games.
Mm-hmm.
He was Nigma in the Telltale Batman.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just stuff. Anyway, what else should we talk about?
I'm definitely adding another memorial to the Starlight podcast.
Which one this time? Oh, fuck, what's his name?
Robert Forster.
Yes, him. Everyone, I've seen him in other movies, but everyone's remembering him for Jackie Brown.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, he was an alligator.
Oh yeah, that's that one too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was also in like the original the TV version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. No,
Yep. He was also in a movie that was blowing people's minds called Medium Cool.
Yeah.
And he played in a he played in a nice little feature called Vigilante.
Yeah. He was also in stuff like Delta Force,
Mhm.
Marine, and actually he was in a few David Lynch projects as well.
Yes.
Because he did Twin Peaks as I believe he was the sheriff, wasn't he?
He was the sheriff.
Yeah, and then Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm definitely adding Medium Cool.
Yeah. I didn't know he was in the 70s black hole. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Number 11, the Charles Angel sequel, Middleman, Avalanche.
Yep. Medium Cool.
So maybe you want to do. Would you want to do something like Vigilante?
Thinking about doing Vigilante. I want to see what else he had.
Descendants, Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah, apparently, according to this, his last performance was in El Camino.
Right.
Let's see. So, right. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in episodes of Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
There was that remake of Iron Side that everybody forgot about.
Yes.
He's also been on a lot of Adult Swim stuff, I've noticed.
He loved Adult Swim.
Yeah, NTSF, SDSUV, Children's Hospital.
Mhm.
He probably did. I'm probably guessing he probably did voices for Robot Chicken as well.
Yep. Was in Heroes.
Yeah. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, Middleman. We could technically do Dragon Wars because he was in that.
He was in Dragon Wars, yeah.
Yeah. Rise, Blood Hunter, Firewall, Lucky Number
I
4.
forgot he was in Rise.
Yeah. Lucky Number 11. The Hunt for the BTK Killer.
He was in Uncle Sam. Another Coen film.
Charlie's Angels Throttle. That weird Parsons biopic with Johnny Knoxville.
Mhm.
He was in Like Mike.
Is that no?
That was the one with Bow Wow where it was the Magical Jordans.
Yeah.
He was the coach in that. Yeah, that was actually the role I remember them from for the most part.
Oh fuck! I remember this. I didn't remember. Well, I forgot he was in this one.
Which one?
The Banker, 1989.
Not familiar with that one.
It's a direct video.
Yeah.
High-priced prostitutes are being systematically murdered. Their corpses mutilated, and a bizarre South American symbol painted in blood is found on the scene. The cop investigating solves the crime before his ex-wife or reporter becomes the next victim. Robert Forster in the lead. Duncan Regner as Spaulding Osborne.
Oh shit! Right. You know what he was in,
What's that?
dude?
Leif Garrett is in this. Jeff Conaway is in this.
No, but I
Richard
found,
fucking Roundtree.
dude, I found a better one.
What's that?
He was in Scanner's Cop 2.
I was going to do that with Scanners Cop 1. Oh, stunts. After a stuntman dies while he is involved in making a motion picture, his brother takes his place in order to find out what really happened.
Oh yeah, funny enough, he was in 2 different Alfred Hitchcock remakes.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Psycho remake with Gus Van Sant.
Mm-hmm.
One I didn't know about, it was a made-for-TV Rear Window remake.
Yeah, with Christopher Reeves.
And Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah.
Supernova, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yep.
It's a shame about... Wait, wasn't that the name of a Lemonhead album?
Yes.
Wait, what the hell? Diamond Men starring Robert Forster and Donnie Wahlberg?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Human Nature, Road to Riches. Oh, wait. I think I found one that we should probably do.
What's that?
Lone Hero. Starring him, Lou Diamond Phillips, and
Lou Diamond Phillips as a biker.
Yeah, and Sean Patrick Flannelly in 2003.
Yeah.
No, 2002.
Yeah. This was during the time Lou Diamond was doing his werewolf series.
Man, I forgot about Grand Theft Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, starring fucking Johnny Knoxville, Christina Applegate. I think even I could have sworn that who was else on it? Let's see. For some reason it looked like in the photo. Oh no, I was right. Michael Shannon is in it
Yep. Oh yeah.
as Larry Osterberg.
Mm-hmm. Definitely grabbing this. You want to do Lone Hero? We can do Lone Hero. I'm cool with that.
Is that it?
You want to do Lone Hero? We can do Lone Hero. I'm cool with that.
I mean, whatever you want to do, because you're at the end of the day, you're the guy making this.
Right.
So it's like, do you want to do Vigilante? Or do you want to do like something like Lone Hero?
Yeah, we could do Lone Hero. I'm cool with that. Let me put that in there. I love Lone Hero.
Yeah,
Lone Hero's my boy.
yeah, it's an excuse to see Lou Diamond Phillips in a weird position in his life.
No, I seen Lou Diamond Phillips in the weird position of his life.
When would that be?
Demon Seed.
What year was that?
92.
Really? That early?
Yep.
Huh. I thought that 2000s and onward would be his weird period.
No, what it was he was visiting his wife on the set. His wife was doing some work there. And they needed some help with some extras. So they made him up, and he was a zombie.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. No, was it Demon Seed or Demon Warp?
No. I hope it wasn't even Warp. Because I'm not fucking touching that movie again.
Oh, you love the Demon Warp. You want the Demon Warp.
Love you.
It's good.
Fuck that, dude.
You get squirmed. That was hilarious. That was funny as hell. It's giving you what you want. Not bad.
And you almost got it kicked off of Twitch.
I'm not. It's not my fault that Twitch can't take shit. Let's connect to that, baby.
Yeah, I think we're done for the night, dude. Because we're starting to get low energy, and I don't want it to go. We've already been doing this for the past 3 hours. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Roy. Oh dear. Technical difficulties. There he goes. Technical difficulties, folks. I think Streamlabs Not Streamlabs. That's a totally different thing. Sorry, StreamYard has crapped on us. Yeah, I think either did it crash? Oh shit! Oh, this is not good. I better not step on. Hold on, folks. Yeah. Um, I can't exactly end the live stream right now, so I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, sweet Christ. Oh dear. So how y'all doing?
Seriously,
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened.
There you are, man.
It just, I clicked on my usual deals and I just popped off.
Yeah, you fucking disappeared. I thought you ended the stream on me. So it's like,
No.
Like-
I mean, to be honest, I really needed to pee, but
yeah, honestly, I think we can end it here because we already been going for 3 hours and we need to record tomorrow.
yeah, time to shut it down. Doc your socials.
All right. Twitter at the Chaotic Doc, Instagram at the Chaotic Doctor, all one word. You gotta spell it out. One world, one word. Tumblr at Chaotic Doctor, the writer.tumblr.com. The Mix Show, my Chaotic Mix at mixcloud.com/Chaotic Doctor. I'm about to finish, hopefully. When I get the chance, I'll post it. I'll post another mix. And I'll try to get another one done for spoopy shit by the time Halloween comes around. I'm not sure on that though.
Call it spooky shit.
No, I said spoopy, so it's spoopy shit.
Spoopy shit. Okay.
Yeah. And of course, well, I'll let you promote the show, Roy.
Yes, of course. You want to contact me, look for me at RoyBoy3. You want to send us hate mail, love mail, mail, bills, flyers, nude pics, dick pics, whatever. Send it to Starlight Podcast at protonmail.com. You want to talk to us on Twitter, it's at the podcast Starlight. Reverse. We do them every week. We try to do a podcast every week on the Starlight Podcast. We're working on one really soon tomorrow. We're going to try to work on some others. And I hope you have a nice night. Au revoir. До свидания. Adios. Got anything else, Doc?
Don't take the brown acid.
Don't take the brown acid.
Let God, Satan, and Buddha into your heart and see them have a war. And
Drink beer.
and liquor.
Yeah. Be merry.
Smoke weed every day.
Exactly. and that's it.
Man, we're bad at goodbyes.
Yes, we are very bad at goodbyes. So see you later, folks.
Are they gone yet?
Yeah.